Hello, and welcome back to Pathologic. On the last time, we have received our little safe house down at the machine. Not only that, but we have fully come into our inheritance, retaining the ability to create brews out of the local weeds known as twirin, or twire, to make twirin infusions. And this time, as we remember from the previous path, the plague truly begins to hit. And so without a further ado, let's get on that. As usual, I'm going to obtain whatever advantage I can get during the night. Alright, food. Now, I do want to be completely transparent about something. I forgot to save last recording. So, I had to replay day 2 all over again, and naturally, due to the random generation of items and stuff, some things are different. And one of the big things that went differently is that I was able to afford a powder. Just one, however. But, I'm sorry if that feels like cheating to anybody, but sometimes I'm not the smartest person known to man. As you probably know just by watching this series. Still, though. Thinking of what we can pull off right now. Do I have any notes? Or is this just loot and kill until the next morning comes? So it seems the only way to fulfill the duty of the sun is to help the mysterious patient recover. Although the sick body itself is not yet known, the disease is manifest. You should immediately proceed to research the panacea. Have no doubt the powers that be would be willing to facilitate the project, regardless of whether you'll do it alone or with help. No price is too high as long as there is a chance to compound the cure. With the vaccine in your hands, you will soon become a man able to relieve the suffering of the townsfolk. Or ignore it. A lucrative opportunity, is it not? Always at your service. Benefactors. My life has come to an end. It may run me down any moment now. Whatever the cost may be, I took it upon myself to protect the following people. The daughter of the Olgimsky family. She will inherit the earth. Casper Kane, most definitely, angry. The girl from the van. She knows when? The freckled snooping boy, backdoor. The chieftain of the Solnahavs, artist of the sea, daughter of the cemetery caretaker. Who else? V, whose brand is in the box. This one is the most important of all. So, the brand we found in the inheritance box correlates to someone or something. They are the most important of all. Mysterious. But we don't have any invitations right now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the square to loot some trash bins. Then come up towards the... what's the place called? Bridge... man, I'm forgetting places in this game now. Either I have dementia, or my brain is made of jello. Yeah, I'm trying to remember it. I think I've completely forgotten the name of the rich district. I remember Knots and Earth, but I can't remember the Stone Yard. That's what it's called. There we go. And Sleep at the Bachelor's. That's what I was trying to irk out. Man, I'm bad at talking. I know it's a coincidence, but I've noticed that it's been raining a lot in the, Haruspex' playthrough. If you want to get real fancy with it, you can say that this, reflects our story so far. It's looking bleak. And dreary, dismal. Almost scary in certain lights. At the very least, we have some people that care for us, and we have a goal, as vague as it is right now. Official instructions from our father to keep the children of the town safe, exactly my bound, and to create this panacea. Oh, and a quick change of plans. I'm actually going to head back to the Haruspex's lair so I can put these organs away. Because there's not going to be much killing during the day. And I only really need to carry around the blood for the worms if I stop by them. Well, I need other organs to trade for herbs. I'm just talking about regrowing some of the herbs out in the steppes and stuff. Also, while I was off camera walking up to the theater, I found a thing of Twirin in this little staircase to nowhere underneath the steps. Not these steps, I mean literal architectural steps. I would put a distinction in the pronunciation, but I don't think people would be too happy if I started calling this the Steppe. Going out to the big Steppe. You are free to dislike this video now. I have a thick skin. I can take the consequences. Don't need kidneys, don't need hearts, and let us keep the blood. Oh yeah, and the black tire. Currently infected, 52. It all ends in less than 10 days. Day 3, in which the Haruspex uncovers the intricacies of the secret step code at a great personal risk. That's intriguing. Oh yeah, since I used to do this. Today, Sticky is in danger. Yesterday, Murky was in danger. Which actually, Sticky being in danger makes sense, because if you remember, this is the day that the, this is the day that the Tanner's District, I believe it's called, gets infected, and Sticky is right in the middle of it. So if we can prevent him from acting today, he can irk his way out of it. Now, where are my letters? Come on, where are they? What's the key? There we go. New invitation from Vladimir the Older. Incidentally, I have learned of the difficulties you face in figuring out the mysterious subject denoted by the ancient sign. Did Isidore's inheritance make reference to it? I think we have a lot to discuss. Do pay me a visit. Always at your service, Olgimsky. I don't know if this is item sensitive, so since we're being summoned for the sigil, I am going to take it with me, in case he needs to, like, look at it. There we go. The brand. The steppe people use irons like this to brand their livestock, but the symbols are sometimes also used to mark places, events, and even living creatures. This type of brand iron is exceedingly rare. Quick observation, but it also has a similar shape to one of the little, overlaid, I suppose, messages that are kind of overlaid on screen. Like when you receive a note, you may notice that in the bottom left corner, a little symbol appears. And there's various ones for various situations. And I don't know what they are at a glance, I just have to check everything to know what happened. Oh, I also want to mention while we're just walking, that re-record I had, or that going through day 2 like that, is also why this episode is 3 days late. Because I played 2 more hours of this game without talking or anything and wanted to take that 2-day break. So, this episode is being recorded the night before it's gonna go up. At least the first part. That's why I'm saying it this early. Anyways, Battle Gimski.
Many a mickle makes a muckle. There's no hurry.
Most honored Master Burak, or rather, Oinon Burak. You will be called that soon, for you are the keeper of knowledge, a warden, a menku, a surgeon, so to say. But even more than that. So, have you looked into the matter of your inheritance? I have. Nothing is more important for me right now. There was a brand, wasn't there? And the documents bearing the same mark. That designates a secret name. Indeed. How'd you know that? My daughter told me about these doomed children that the deceased used to take care of. I see no point in hiding the truth from you. The brand this mysterious subject is marked with belongs to the secret step code. Can you read long mark? The so-called circles or copious brands? No. Been away for a while. Pray forgive me. Yes, you were but a child when you left. Long mark is a kind of alphabet, the signs that the bulls were branded with. Each of them has many meanings. Each sign is a song. Magical story told in lines. A spell. I don't know this secret code. The kin does. Maybe some of the Odung worms or the butchers. And I have to admit, it is me who stands between you and these secrets. I've locked up all inhabitants of the termitary. Why? Pray forgive me. There's an epidemic, a quarantine. You cannot violate it. There are about 8,000 inside. What if the disease finds a way in? What if it already has? Most respected Bachelor Denkovsky has already harassed me with these pointless questions. If the disease is already inside, then there's all the more reason to keep the door shut. But enough about that. I want to help you. You want to know the meaning of the brand, don't you? I do. A few butchers managed to escape the termitary before it was blocked off. I propose a deal. I've explained to you how you may find them useful, so you will be looking for them anyway. After you find them, tell me where they are. If you promise to do so, I'll tell you where to start. I guess guess I have no choice. I agree. There's a shack. I've tried sending people over there already. They were greeted coldly. A certain lady lives in it. She's always in the loop. She knows the butcher's way and what they're after. She says she was begotten by an Odong and a Twire bride. So off there, she'll treat you with respect. A bride? The gatherers. They've got these virgins, these so-called Twire brides. They claim to chase the herbs from below the ground and onto the surface. You're supposed to know this, aren't you? In any case, they do know you. They acted as midwives when you were born. Is that so? Well, you're Isidore Burak's son, the eldest Burak now. It means a lot of them that you are from Menku family. Menku aren't just surgeons or butchers, they are healers. An almost sacred role, a spiritual one, so to say. All in all, the lady will honor your request and tell you about the runaways. Well, if that is enough, I'm going. Show me the place. So this place is in no way a hospice. It's a haven for refugiative workmen. Its mistress is harboring butchers and worms that have fallen out of Bousvlad's favor. So the exact same lady that... Her name was Aspidi. The exact same lady that harbored our, inheritance also apparently keeps the runaways. As we saw with the Bachelor, we scared off drove off a butcher taking hospice there. Or refuge, excuse me. If you remember from yesterday, she also claims to be a steppe spirit, which is dubious, but worth noting. The lady claiming to be some kind of folklore is respected by the kin, or rather the outcasts of the kin. Fortunately, she is not too far a walk away from me. That's her house over there, but I really quickly want to drop by this wheelbarrow. Thank you.
Is the disease really contagious? Yes, it is, undoubtedly.
Let us camp near a mountain, a suitable place. Let us camp near the river, a suitable place. Do you know what the long mark brand means? How could I? Women are allowed to know that. Oh.
There's a hole under my heart.
I'm glad to hear. What a strange coincidence. Do you know why I came here? I can imagine. You're looking for the runaway. Oh, it's such a shame that Fat Vlad managed to weasel his way into your circle of friends. That friendship will do you no good, oh no. But you're too late anyway. An outsider fop, a bachelor in a snakeskin coat, came by, poking his nose everywhere. I've led the runaway butchers into the steppe, otherwise he'd have shot them all dead. Are they all gone? Some are still hiding throughout the town, planning to collect them one by one. I've found one already, and it won't take me too long to find the rest. Children of Suak have no reason to expire in this torture chamber. You can count on me, Oinon. I wouldn't let your people die. Where is this one hiding? Wouldn't turn him into Flat Vlad, would you? Promise? Shit. I'm not sure if the game will allow me to let him go and let me make a lie. So I'm gonna go with it. I promise. Okay, I'll tell you. His hideout is the place that anyone with 2 legs runs away from today. Look for him there. But be careful. He is being hunted. Don't let the hunters catch you too, because they won't waste their time trying to get to know you. Don't worry. According to Aspity, one of the fugitive butchers could be hiding in this house. So these are the items I left here last day, so I'll take those. So, as I was hinting at earlier, the disease is already spreading, and Aspity is telling me to walk right into the heart of the plague. And as such, we will do exactly that. First, I'm gonna need bandages, because if push comes to shove, I can sell bandages for antibiotics. I don't trust my ability to get in and out of there without being touched. Actually, you know what? The game is giving me all the possibilities to play this smart. I am going to go brew up a extract and buy a bit of clothes and see if we can tank our way through. They're asking us to enter a plague house. Those places are hellish and hard to get out unscathed. If we have the tools, let us use them. First off, let's head to the clothes shop and see if they have any good protective gear. Drapery, disposable gloves. Take those and the little needles. Sell off some stuff. Flowers aren't that worthwhile. Razors sell well. There. Now let's switch into them. Let's compare and contrast with our personal. Protection from infection is very low. So we put these on. It's a little better. Not as severe as I wanted, but yeah. Sell that off and let us go get something for our immune. Actually, in fact, I will cut back. Well, you know what, I'll let people decide. In the comments, if you want me to, like, skip past moments like this, just kind of like backtracking to get to the good stuff and save time, I can. But I think right now, without actually asking what people want, I'm just gonna show you the full process. I do wonder though, why would a refugee hide in a plague house? Out of all the hideouts you could have taken, that's the one that's going to take your life. Nobody will even need to lay their hand on you. 80 to 15, 80 to 7.5, 59 to 9, 32, 3. Brown Twire, Swevery, White Whip. Okay, 1 brown, 2 swevery, 1 white whip. What? That isn't what I made, though. How do these recipes work, then? I did it as they asked. That's white whip, that's swevery, and we used brown twire. I used bloody twire. Rip. Okay, then... 2 stems of brown, swevery, white whip. Oh, I just noticed, this is the damn recipe that started the trading of Gatherer's Secrets. Oh. 2 stems of brown, swevery, and then white whip. That was a blunder on my part. This one hurts me a bit more, but it's still worth doing. There we go, 1815, just as advertised. This other one is pretty trash, so I'm just gonna dump it in here. Yeah. Disappointing, but at least I got this one. Now let's head up towards the infected area. At worst, doing this will save us a single hit of plague, which, knowing how much money having the plague burns through, how many cures and all that, feel like being able to make one mistake is pretty damn generous. Or this could be an entire waste of time, and doing all this, I'll still get infected if I get touched by one. We gotta just take what we can get. Yeah, it's probably worth it to enter there from the bone steak lot. The same place where that poor woman on the bachelor's route got burnt alive. Yeah, there's that stand. That damn stand. There. Immunity is high, and we took some damage. Just get in and get out. We don't have to torture ourselves in this hell. Yeah. Let's get in. Sir. Where did you come, child of Bordeaux? What are you doing here? We were hired by the outsider Oinon. He gave us a task. We had to open up the dead for him. He was looking for the disease inside them. There were 4 of us. How'd it go? Patrolmen came, killed 2 of my brothers, another after the 3rd one. I've hidden here. The body that I opened up was taken away to be buried. I opened it up poorly, brother. I'm ashamed of that. I did manage to cut the small line and prepare the thin tissues for the oinon, though. Are you aware that old Glipsky is after you? Boost Vlad? Yes, I know. Get away from here as quickly as possible. I promise to lead him to your hideout if I ever find you. As you wish. You've made a wise and honorable choice. Will you help me? What do you want? Tell me what this brand means. Look, I have drawn the sign for you. You're an oinon of a Menku kin, are you not? I've seen this brand before. I don't know its lines. I'm seeing a terrible place. There's a corridor in the depths of the abattoir, a route that Supremes take when they come from the steppe to be celebrated. Oyun, the foreman of the abattoir, can explain the meaning to you. Where can I find this foreman? I often see as the master, Boost Vlad. Ask the master, or enter the abattoir if you're brave. What else can you tell me about this sign? If something is marked with the sign, then it is neither a man nor a child of Budo, nor of Suak. It's a supreme. What you need is not a man, Oinon. Your father had something to do with those who walk the corridor. It scares me. The brand is drawn there for a reason. They are not men. That is all I know. Well, thank you anyways. Now let us get the hell out of here. I may be a healer, but the people here cannot be helped. We just need to save our own ass. So that was a big dump of information. And according to the note, this is all related to that Bull project. You heard of the Bull project pretty much on day 1 or 2 as The Bachelor, but then it just stopped coming up entirely. There's a lot of mentions of Supremes, the one who walks the corridors. Things we don't know anything about. We're a Menku, but we are not filled in on our role entirely. Although, one thing strikes me as interesting. There was a foreman of the abattoir. This is another person that apparently is the Bachelor we have never met. Whether he's still alive or a myth, we'll have to see. So I'm gonna start trading for shotgun shells. Probably with these kids using the razors, because I can't buy powders with razors. But as it stands for now, we should return to Busulad. You're so pale. Oh, I remember. I read this before. Nah. Thank you for the shell, child. You know, I got asked by a friend how I managed to just deal with all this walking, because they were so bored of it. You know, I finally figured it out. I just blank out. Like, entirely. I just walk to the destination and just start thinking. Be it my own situation, or more, or no, be it the situation in game, concepts that are being brought up, or even just real life stuff like politics, or that damn disease that took Mary.
Simon has disappeared, so his death was another prank? Well, let's not be hasty in our judgment.
I'm glad you're still alive. I want to speak to Foreman Oyun. Can you arrange that? What? What Oyun? Why, with the foreman? What foreman? The current one? Why so anxious all of a sudden? Have the mistresses told you about him? Yeah, I've lost one friend called Burak already, and Foreman Oyun knows why. Yes, he'll pay for it. I don't want to lose another. He knows who killed my father. Does he? He knows, alright. Allow me to say I'm pretty sure he's not unhappy about your father's death, Oyun. That is, he wouldn't be unhappy if you were to die either. No, there's no reason for you to meet him right now. Sounds like you're insinuating that he killed my father, and he's looking to kill me too. What does he know? I haven't spoken to him yet. We'll have some extreme negotiation when he's back. Where is he now? He went off to the Steppe. He's not in the town at the moment. I think he's supposed to come back in a day or two. When did he leave? 3 days ago. Or maybe 4. Exactly on the eve of your arrival, Master Burak. So will you arrange for us to meet? There's a plot being woven against me. The bachelor is nosing about the termitary in the abattoir. If I meet the foreman, I'll give him another reason to suspect me. It'll all be fine. It will all settle in time. But I wouldn't be so keen on meeting him if I were you. That is for me to decide. Oh. That's the entire quest. That's our main quest today. What kind of creature hides beneath the brand? Is it someone who has no name whatsoever and is thus defined by a symbol? Or is it terrifying to such an extent that it is forbidden to speak its name? Is this knowledge sacred? Whatever the reason, it is clear that special measures were taken to keep the identity a secret. I'll have to postpone the meeting with the foreman. The mystery of the sought one is yet to be deciphered. Panacea still has to be made, so I'll have to keep working. Damn it. Not only does this man possibly have info on my dead father, but Vlad seems to be insinuating that he's the one who killed him, or he's the one who he believes it's me. That is another possibility. That's why he'd want to kill me as well. Has a strong conviction towards this theory and wants to take it out on me. Also, the brand. Our father describes it as another person we have to protect, yet, and describes it that the symbol represents it. But this symbol doesn't reflect a human. I don't know how that works. I'll have to talk to this abattoir man. Till then, though, we have beat the main quest. Everything from here is side content. So, let's see what the other people of the town have to say. Another invitation from the bachelor. I came upon difficulties of a very peculiar sort, keep obstructing my work with their constant references to local superstitions. I don't think I'll manage without your assistance. Please come see me if you can. I'll be working in the premises where I stay. Daniel Denkovsky. You know, I do want to see Daniel, so let's skip along down there. 2 shotgun shells. Not gonna complain. I see one of those little ones. Hey lass, do you have any powders? No. Another letter. It seems to be that the letter sigil is that little spiral. Reuben keeps threatening. They try to convince me that you are not guilty. I'd like to believe this, but I cannot. Your advocates reek of self-interest and deception, not the kind of peacemakers I'd trust. The harder they try to acquit you, the more suspicious I get. Where are you hiding? Ugh, Reuben's real on my blood today. I can only ignore him. Despite how good of a team we'd make. A second medicine man, willing to get his hands dirty, and then me. Too bad we're not getting along. Also, I want to say, for the sake of my voice and reading comprehension, I'm going to limit down on the amount of, like, weird reflections I do in my voice. And that's because it was tripping me up, causing me to miss details in the story, and it generally just hurt my throat after a while. So, no incredibly slow, weird nasal deep, Vlad the Older, acting anymore. Sorry.